Hi everybody, Weather Extra. I have my Havoc attire on because I'm going to plug the Havoc and talk about how great the game was last night. And they dominated 5-1, and it was awesome. It was my first game of the year. They've only had a few home games, and it was like WAFF 48 night on the town there. Like, it seems like everybody that works here had tickets somewhere in the stadium. It was really crazy. I saw one of our producers, Emma, and she was on the Kiss cam. And then I was like, hey, girl, you're here. What are you doing? But anyway, we had a good time. It was fun. And earlier in the week, it felt like hockey weather. Not anymore. So it got really warm really fast. And what a wild and crazy morning this morning. Waking up this morning, I was on air, and I had somebody write me, this guy named Andrew. He watches all the time. He's really cool. And he always wishes me a happy morning and sends me a message about the weather. And he's like, Jeff, I think your temperature graphic is broken. What's going on? And I said, no, it's actually right. It was 38 in Fort Payne, and it was 63 in Russellville. I can't make this stuff up. A 25-degree difference here this morning. It was crazy. What's weird is that we all end up in the same place together this afternoon. So the 38 in Fort Payne is going to warm up really fast, and the 63 in Russellville will warm up nicely, too, into the 70s. And that's where we'll be this afternoon. It turns out to be a very warm, non-hockey-like feel kind of game. So, or day, not game. You know what I'm saying. Decatur, a little cloud cover. You see it there. There were some very cool looks this morning with the camera where the sun rays were like shining through the clouds, and in Guntersville had a beautiful look. The clouds are still pretty pesky out there this morning. We'll get them out, and we're going to get some sunshine. It just may take a little while, but we'll get there eventually, and that's in Huntsville now. I had sunshine there a minute ago. Now I got clouds again. But anyway, temperatures, this is what I'm talking about. So 38 in Fort Payne, forget about it. You're up to 52 already. And Russellville, which was 63 this morning on air, is still at 62. So you're catching up, right? And that's why we're all like an accordion. We're all going to come together and get to the same temperature this afternoon, which should be mid to upper 70s. We have an outside chance to hit 80 degrees. The record daily high temperature for Huntsville and the Shoals, I think, is 81, both locations. There's going to be all this talk of two things making national news right now. Record potential heat in the central and southern plains. We just miss out on the record warmth, I think, but we'll be very warm. We just won't have daily records. And then, oh, I'm sorry, I turned my mic inside, everybody. I apologize. Probably cracking. And then the national news also in California, where there's a tremendous amount of rain falling in South SoCal, like Los Angeles area, Burbank. Flash flooding is possible there. But the warm temperatures are part of our forecast, which is probably not going to be record breaking. And to get warm temperatures here, we got to turn the winds southwesterly, and we'll do that today, gust to 20-25. Remember, when we had that cold blast of air in here on Monday, the winds were like harsh out of the northwest, right? And we can turn the winds north and not be brutally cold, but that air mass we had on Monday was really chilly. There was even some flurries. We have come so far. There's your 70s today. Some clouds this morning. Get through those, sweep them away, get some sunshine. Winds will be pesky, though. Gust to 25, but really warm, nice, looks good. Mild tonight, partly cloudy. Believe it or not, there's a cold front coming through. This one's not the Arctic blast that we had last week. This is a very modified air mass. And what it means for you at home, it means it brings a few clouds in after midnight. We had a spot shower for Sunday morning. A lot of them forecast models maybe have a sprinkle or two in the morning, so I kind of cut the rainfall out. But what it will do to your temperatures, it will take a little bit off of them for Sunday. So instead of 77 or 75, we'll go like 70. And the winds will turn a bit more northerly. Makes a chilly night for Sunday night, but not terribly cold. And then Monday and Tuesday look good. 60s, 70s, no problem. In fact, the entire 10-day forecast, well, the first 7 days of the 10-day forecast are above average. The highest chance of rain that we have in the next 7 days will be Thursday and Friday. And it looks like a Thursday night into Friday event, so much of Thursday may end up being dry too. So we got a while till the rain gets here, a lot of dry days and some really beautiful weather. I need one more day on next weekend. I'm not sure how I feel about that. So right now we've left a few showers in for Saturday and Sunday. I think we can back the showers out Saturday, bring the temperature up, and then keep the showers in Sunday and bring the temperature up. I don't think we're going to be in the 50s next weekend. I think that's a bit too aggressive. The air mass doesn't look that cold anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'll play around with it before I come in tomorrow. Jada may even make some adjustments tonight because we talk back and forth and stuff. And forecast models actually have us like in the mid 60s for Saturday and Sunday next weekend. But nonetheless, I need to fine tune next weekend's forecast. But it's on the back edge of the 10-day. You get the gist for the next 7. So, and speaking of the Havoc, they're in action again tomorrow night at home. I think they're taking on Birmingham. The game's at 5 o'clock. It's not your typical 7 o'clock puck drop. So 5 o'clock, and we have a weather hit that we do that airs between the first and second intermission. And I think I have the dubious honor of recording that tomorrow morning, and I will do so, and hopefully I'll do it correctly. Better than my 5 o'clock hit today where I forgot what day it was. I'm on air, and I'm like, Sunday. I think it's Sunday. You sure it's Sunday? I know it's Saturday, but I was forecasting for the next day, and I got confused. Go figure. I'm going to pull this up full screen so you can see it better. There you go. Plus it gives me a chance to rub my eye. Hi, Joseph. I don't know what I'm doing tonight yet. I haven't figured it out. I'll probably watch the Alabama game at 2:30. Then I have no idea. I might go to bed early tonight. I stayed up past my bedtime last night to go to the Havoc game, so I'm a little tired. So I might do that. I'm not really sure how I feel yet. See what's going on. So there's your 10-day forecast. Mild temperatures for the next 7. I'll fine-tune that weekend forecast, figure out what I want to do with that yet. I don't think it's going to be quite that wet. That looks like a lot of rain. Thursday and Friday, just for FYI, for those of you, you know the area when it's warm. It does not look like a chance of severe weather Thursday and Friday. It looks like the bullseye of severe weather will be to our west, and I mean like well west, like Texas, Louisiana. We'll keep an eye on that too. And that's also where the bullseye of the heaviest of rain will be with that next weather maker at the end of the week. And then depending on whether the front lingers or not is what plays into the Saturday, Sunday forecast. And why it's so tricky and it's all over the place is if the front lingers and it's to our north, we stay in the warm sector and we'll be higher than 50s. If the front sags south of us and lingers to our south, to the north of us, to the north of that front will be cooler. That's where we get the 50s from. So it all depends on where that front sets up, and where it sets up is a big part in what the temperature will be and how close to precipitation or the rainfall will be in our area. So, and there's another front that barrels in here Sunday night into Monday, and that too brings another burst of rainfall. So might be able to, again, take out Saturday, keep showers Sunday into Monday, but I'll play around with it tomorrow, see what I want to do. All right, I'm going to bust a move. Everybody have a fantastic day. Enjoy the beautiful warm temperatures. If you're not into the warm thing, you know colder air is going to come back eventually. You get these big swings in November where it can be cold for a day, and then you're sweating by the end of the week into the weekend. And that's exactly what we have. That cold snap was quick, fast, and in a hurry. Came with a few flurries on Monday, but overall it was like a 1.5 day event, and it's out of here. Jada. Speaking of Jada, Jada's in tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Jada in Sunday night. We got you covered for the weekend. We'll keep an update on the forecast, make those adjustments to next weekend as we see fit. And for now, everybody have a fantastic day. Enjoy some outdoor time. If you're going to be decorating your house today and putting lights up, please be very careful on the ladder with the breeze that we're going to have. Tomorrow might be the better day to put the lights up if you're going to be draping them up on the gutter or you're going to be going up on the roof. But you do you, but just be safe because that breeze gust 25 miles an hour might not be the best ladder get on the roof kind of day. All right, have a good one, everyone. Bye.